Come on, man. I'm just a singer, man. That's all I am. I'm like everybody else. I have the same worries, the same fears, and the same challenges. I've learned that. And what I've learned is that I'm just glad to be here.
Jerome Anthony Gourdine. Little Anthony. What a life, what a career, and what a journey. From the projects in Brooklyn to the Rock Hall of Fame, one of the greatest R&B singers of all time. And his first hit came at the age of 16.
Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart, caused by
Tears on My Pillow debuted his unmistakable sound, but in the studio, they struggled to get the vocal just right until legendary producer George Goldner had an idea.
And I remember seeing Mr. Goldner up in the control room, looking at me through the mirror, and I'm in the thing, and he says, hold. He comes outside, says, looks at me, and he said, who's your favorite singer? Oh, Nat King Cole, because that's what's happening those days. He said, you ever hear how Nat enunciates? Every word is distinct. I want you to sing like you talk. But I'm trying to sing like James Brown and everybody else. And then I thought, Nat Cole, what was Nat Cole? They try to tell us we're too young, every syllable. I said, you don't remember me, but I remember you. When I did that and the band's playing, the guys are singing, George, you can see George go in the boot go, in his chair. Oh my gosh.
That's when Little Anthony was born.
That's when he was born.
It was the first of 19 hits in 15 years. But Little Anthony paid a price for his success.
Listen, you are such an interesting guy. You are uplifting, you are inspirational to be around, but you weren't always that way.
No. I was an insecure, fearful, frightened little boy. I'll say this, I don't have any problem saying this now, I'm 82, I don't care. So anyway, I was doing a lot of drugs. LSD, you name it, I was doing it. And the only thing I never did was mainline. I didn't do heroin, but I did snort it. I'm not proud of that, but that's who I was. You asked me, that's the Anthony that used to be.
The pressure to be Little Anthony was overwhelming until suddenly he realized what he had to do.
Stop trying to be Little Anthony. Be Jerome Anthony Gourdine. I'm proud of that name now. I'm proud when I write it down. I am Jerome Anthony Gourdine.
That's who you are, not the Tears on My Pillow guy.
No, that's what I do. Most artists, whether they be actors and singers, can't separate the two.
What you just said there is something that all of us face in our lives.
Everybody does, yes.
The difference between who we are and what we do.
Yes, sir, yeah. I lived a riotous life, dude. Don't get this Anthony mixed up with that old Anthony. Two different people. I mean, I did the number out there, you know? I should have been gone several times. I should not be here. Most of my peers aren't even here anymore, who came up with me. And yet I'm here. Why am I here? I said to myself. But you have purpose. And that purpose is to do what I'm doing right now, talking to you. I'll sit for a while. I bet she has a beautiful smile.
And look at you at 82. Do you ever stop and think about that?
I think all the time. I said, what the, like everybody else, where did it go? What happened? What just happened? Because to me, in my mind, Tears on My Pillow was just a few years ago. But on the other hand, I was telling you earlier, someone wiser than me said, you ever see a car, the windshield is this big, and the rearview mirror is this big? You know what it is? Because where you're going is more important than where you came from.
Oh. Even at 82.
Even at 82. You see that every day, one day I take a time, but I'm not guaranteed tomorrow. And even though you get older, physically, I tell people, there's a 32-year-old guy inside of me. Do me a favor. Don't tell him He's 82. It'll upset him. Why do I come to this dreary place and wear such a deceiving face?
Anthony Gourdine is as happy as he's ever been because finally he and little Anthony are one and the same. He's at peace with what's in the rearview mirror, but even in his 80s, he's most excited about what lies on the road ahead.
Do you miss those days?
Oh, it was wonderful, and I don't miss them. Not in the sense, I want to go back to the old days. Oh, heck no. You know what moms maybe used to say? These are the good old days. We are.